to me. Yeah.
This nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
A lot of the things that we were raised on were by parents that also had their own different trauma. So for them, they were telling us things in order to protect us from what they went through. So all these women that are my age, we were told, don't worry about the man. Go to school, go get your job so you can take care of yourself. You just need to get an education so you don't have to depend on man for anything. And what that did was create a whole generation of women that I don't need a man for nothing. I don't need no man, because that's what we were taught by a generation of women who were going through things and had all these kids and they couldn't leave even if they wanted to because they didn't have any money to do it. So then they taught them that. My prayer is that this generation, we grew up looking at our kids saying, yeah, I don't want you to have that trauma. No, I don't care what happened with me and your father. I want you to have a happy marriage.
I think that Black excellence is a trauma response to white supremacist domination.
We declare our right on this earth to be a man, to be a human being, to be respected as a human being by any means necessary.
Welcome to the Johnny Binder Show, everyone. We have a special edition. The minister is on the road, but he will be joining us until he arrives in the studio. He is on his way. So meanwhile, I just want to thank y'all for joining us on Facebook, for joining us on YouTube and Twitch. Follow us, share, like, let people know that we're online. I greatly appreciate it. When you hit that like button, you help us stay up in the algorithm, which is where we like to be. And I think I see the minister a bit coming in. He needs to adjust his light so we can see his face. There we go.
The man tried to bring everybody together. What a man. The man had humility, secret, and greatness. Martin Luther King, thank you for your mother, your father, and your wife, Coretta Scott King, and your children. We love you, brother. You was phenomenal. Please play something about him.
Okay. Well, we'll go back to the top and we'll play that last video and an additional one of his speeches. Okay.
No doubt about it. A great man, one of the greatest men ever lived.
This nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed. Free at last, free at last. Thank God Almighty, we are free at last.
A lot of the things that we were raised on were by parents that also had their own different trauma.
When the architects of our republic wrote the magnificent words of the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence, they were signing a promissory note to which every American was to fall heir. This note was a promise that all men, yes, black men as well as white men, would be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
What a man.
It is obvious today that America has defaulted on this promissory note insofar as her citizens of color are concerned.
My God.
Instead of honoring this sacred obligation, America has given the Negro people a bad check.
Bad check.
I want to talk because it like the conspiracy theories are driving me insane. and maybe it is because I'm used to the law, just being the law and practicing and getting into a courtroom. And maybe it's because I've been there. But I am so confused about how they're like, oh, these poor little people, they did nothing wrong. And that's why the president let them all out of prison. Let's talk about the process, okay? Because you can say that an investigation has been flawed. And Lord knows, as a criminal defense attorney, it was my job to make sure that I dug into every single flaw. Because I can tell you, in almost every single prosecution that I've had to go up against, the only thing I was looking at is how much did you mess up so that I could represent my client well, right? But it didn't mean that I would get them off. So I'm trying to figure out, did these people, over 1,000 people, get convicted of something that they did in a criminal way on January 6th? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so then you come back and they were convicted by what? A jury? Some of them?
Mostly juries, some judges.
And some people actually did what we call a plea bargain, correct?
Correct.
Meaning that they walked in and they said, I am guilty, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so the final point that I'll make, because I know I'm running out of time, is there was some stuff about white supremacists and the concerns about people being alleged to be white supremacists. Some of the people that got convicted were neo-Nazis. Have they been clarified as white supremacists or not?
Yes.
Some of the people were Proud Boys. Have they been declared as white supremacists or not?
I believe so.
Okay, and then the Confederate flag, has that sometimes been associated with white supremacist groups?
I would certainly say it was during the Civil War and since.
Okay, and then there's this sign, I'm not going to do it, but it looks like the okay sign with the hand gesture. Has that been associated with white supremacy?
Yes.
Okay, and as one of the prosecutors that prosecuted some of these cases, did you not have defendants that you felt like may have been white supremacists based on the investigations?
Yes, in some cases we had evidence explicitly of it.
Thank you.
So I added that second clip on there because he said that our check came back void in justice, Dr. King. So I just want to know, what are your thoughts on that? Have we made any progress? Your mic is muted.
Is trying to take it, which he can't. And it's sad that the Senate, Supreme Court, Congress should be shaming themselves for all what we done for them, bathed them, taught them how to take a bath, Moses did. And for all we did, built this country. He said they wrote us a bad check. So for them writing us a bad check, that's what he mean by that. They didn't hold their word. They didn't hold their word. They didn't hold their word and do what they said they was gonna do. Facebook, y'all gonna be good in 1 minute. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna point y'all in the right direction in a few minutes. So they didn't do what they say they was gonna do. So that's what he meant by writing a bad check, because he gave them the benefit of the doubt to do what's right. And the whole world seen how humble he was. So there was no reason to do him the way he did them. If you run one of our commercials, I'll be in the seat. I'll be in the seat. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here. She's finna run a commercial. We love you. I got my Facebook people, almost 25 people on here already. Look at here. Boy, we love y'all. We finna take you upstairs and look at y'all steady coming. Boy, y'all something else. So run a commercial, here I come.
While we wait for the minister to join us in studio, I just want to take a minute to thank you all for joining. If you're joining on YouTube, please hit that subscribe button, click the notification so you know when we go live. We greatly appreciate that support. And also give us a like or hit one of the thumbs up, thumbs down, just so we'll know you're there and let us know how you feel. Facebook, as always, thank you all. If you're not following the Johnny Bonder Show, please follow us. We appreciate all your support. And of course, we love your comments. We love your comments. So again, today's show is where hope still lives, why women are stronger than this moment. So we needed a little hope. I always need a little hope. It's a lot going on in the world, and we know that our sisters bear the brunt of a lot of it. So here we go. Just going to play a quick commercial, and when we come back, we'll have Minister Binder on.
Might as well go ahead and let the cat out the bag now then, man, and let them know, man, to start right now following the Johnny Binder Show. Yeah, start following right now. Start following Johnny Binder Show on YouTube right now. Johnny Binder Show on YouTube. Start following right now. Look, let me tell y'all straight up. I have to hold him back at times. So, like, y'all think y'all hearing something on my show. I have to hold him back because this dude be on go. Like go, 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 go. So I know y'all gonna enjoy his content. So make sure you follow the Johnny, but it's not the Johnny Binder, but Johnny Binder Show on YouTube and Twitch. So yeah, he gonna be streaming like y'all ain't seen this dude. Like he put in the work for real, and that's why I rock with him. He really do put in the work in the community. A lot of people talk that community talk.
90% of your crew is snitching. Get out the game. Whatever money you got, go open some kind of business. If you don't know how to open then to do what my partner did. He gave his money to a restaurant owner. Now he rich because the restaurant owner paid him every month. He invested like half a million with him. And now he out of Galveston. So now he gets rich. Him and his wife got a big home. They come out of Texas University. If you ain't an entrepreneur, invest your money with Willie D. Or with Catherine, whoever doing business. With me, I'm gonna build 90 townhouses. I need 2.5 right now. So again, invest your money with somebody you can trust. But get out the game. If you don't get out the game, you're going to prison. And 85-90% of the time you do, when you get out, you'll be dead. It's not worth it. So this Johnny Binder talking to you.
To me, yeah.
All this old new boo stuff, shooting and killing each other, man. That ain't gangster.
Listen to me, yeah.
That ain't gangster. So. For the lack of knowledge. I'm not playing. I don't do that. I'm not going to disrespect you. I'm going to do everything I can because in Ezekiel 34, God said we clothe ourselves. We fed ourselves, but we have not fed the flock. And the flock is scattered all over America. So we, so-called ministers, pastors, and bishops, you cannot say we did a good job.
Yeah. Yeah. Listen to me. Yeah.
Welcome back to the Johnny Binder Show, everyone. Sorry, y'all. I was trying to kind of quiet some background noise going on right now. But welcome. We do have the minister here.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I told you. Yes, ma'am. I was over there helping the youth. I'm back. God gonna bless me. And I'm here with my Muhammad Ali outfit on and my Lakers outfit on and Ben Ali. Both of my brothers. So, ladies and gentlemen, we love you. Facebook, I just want to thank you. YouTube, I want to thank you. Man, y'all been showing out here lately. People been coming from everywhere. I'm just so glad that God has used my voice where we can touch millions of people. We had about 29 million on 2 different channels. So it's an honor, man, to do what we're doing and saving lives and giving people what they need, where they can be more wiser, more stronger. So it is an honor to be here with y'all tonight. Catherine did a wonderful job. She played Martin Luther King, and we need to play him. Everybody needs to play him. This man died for us. We seen a baby living Jesus in pure form, and the government killed him with you know who. I don't even want to go through that, but here it is right here. It's in the book. Dr. William F. Pepper, ESQ, the former attorney for the King family. It's all here who killed him. I ain't gonna even tell you who participated. Yeah, some of our brothers participated with the CIA. It's in black and white. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we have to be careful who we have around us. Everybody around us don't love us. We need people around us that love us and want to protect us and lift us up so we can take care of our wife, our women, and our children. The subject tonight, where hope still lives, why women are stronger than this moment, the Johnny Binder Show. So let's play a clip. Miss Catherine, we got a lot of them about the woman. Let's go. Thank you, Facebook. I told you I was going to get you here. Y'all held on.
We do have a lot about women, and that will be forthcoming. But I wanted to start with actually an update about what's going on with Minnesota since
They done killed Miss Catherine.
They've unalived.
They took 2 lives.
Mm-hmm.
It's pitiful.
Okay,
It's pitiful,
and then this particular video is about Trump threatening to use the Insurrection Act to end the protests there. Oh, here we go.
He gonna get it. He gonna get it.
Smoke filled the streets Wednesday night near the site of the latest shooting in Minneapolis, as federal officers fired tear gas into a small crowd. Protesters responded by throwing rocks and shooting fireworks. A federal immigration officer had shot and wounded a Minneapolis man who had attacked him with a shovel and broom handle.
I urge anyone that is at the scene to leave immediately.
In response, President Donald Trump has now threatened to invoke the Insurrection Act and deploy troops to quell the unrest. The latest shooting has intensified the sense of fear and anger radiating across the city, a week after an immigration agent fatally shot mother of 3, Renee Good, in the head. Around the same time as the Wednesday shooting, the Minnesota governor addressed residents and President Trump live.
Let's be very, very clear. This long ago stopped being a matter of immigration enforcement. Instead, it's a campaign of organized brutality against the people of Minnesota by our own federal government. So tonight, let me say once again to Donald Trump and Kristi Noem, end this occupation. You've done enough.
Trump has repeatedly threatened to invoke the rarely used federal law to deploy the U.S. military or federalize the National Guard for domestic law enforcement over the objections of state governors. In a statement describing the events that led to Wednesday's shooting, Homeland Security said the agent feared for his life after he was, quote, ambushed by 3 people.
President Trump is threatening to invoke the Insurrection Act, calm protests.
So, Minister, and I guess a lot of people who are not in Minnesota, you could be in Houston, Texas, like us. But the whole point is that if that can happen there, it can happen here as well.
Well, he hates the governor also. He was the vice president running with Ms. Harris.
Right.
So he's trying to do anything he can to defame him. And the people so ignorant they can't see it. That's why he specifically sent an extra 1,000, 1,500 officers there. He doubled down after they taken this lady's life. Instead of leaving and let these people moan and have a relief, he add insult to injury and stay there and all in the street. These people ain't doing, these people on sidewalks. These people marching the street. They not flipping over cars, doing nothing, but you keep putting tear gas on them. They gonna throw a rock, they gonna do something. They throwing tear gas on all the people. You can see it in black and white. They snatching this woman out the car right now. So the viral video made every Trump fan turn against ICE. Let me send this to you. They snatching the lady out the car right now. New video, new viral video makes even Trump fans turn against ICE. It's all, I got it on TV now. I can take a picture and send it to you. It's sad. It's sad what he doing. He all in. He done wrecked the car, so he don't know how to just bring the car home and park it. He just gonna go on and total it out. He gonna go all the way, man. He gonna go all the way. Put our commercial on as I talk to my people on Facebook. Put the big commercial.
We've already played one commercial. We're going to give them a commercial break. If you want to leave the stage, I can continue playing clips to encourage women to remain hopeful, and you can address Facebook.
Yes, ma'am. I won't let my garage down. That's all.
Okay, so we'll play this one. I think you'll like this one. Hey, y'all. So I chose the subject for this show because I know we've been talking a lot about the unaliving of Nicole Good and just a lot of challenges and obstacles women face in general. So in general, and melanated women in particular. And, you know, we've been persevering and pushing through for centuries. So, you know, things are heightened on TV, things with this particular person in the White House, you know, it can make things feel like they're insurmountable or give a feeling of hopelessness to some people. But there is always hope. There is always hope. So we have to do what we've always done. We have to put one foot in front of the other and keep on praying and keep it pushing because we already know how the game is stacked. We already know what the game is about. So I had found this video. I'll go ahead and bring it up. And she was explaining trauma. And so I played a little bit of it earlier, but going to go ahead and play it again.
Parents that also had their own different trauma. So for them, they were telling us things in order to protect us from what they went through. So all these women that are my age, we were told, don't worry about no man. Go to school, go get your job so you can take care of yourself. You just need to get an education so you don't have to depend on a man for anything. And what that did was create a whole generation of women that I don't need a man for nothing. I don't need no man, because that's what we were taught by a generation of women who were going through things and had all these kids and they couldn't leave even if they wanted to because they didn't have any money to do it. So then they taught them that. My prayer is that this generation, we grew up looking at our kids saying, yeah, I don't want you to have that trauma. No, I don't care what happened with me and your father. I want you to have a happy marriage.
I think Black excellence is a trauma response to white supremacist domination. It's how we survived, and it has served us to survive. Meanwhile, we're exhausted, we're burnt out, we're tired, we're haggard, we mad, we snapping at people, we snapping at ourselves, we depressed, we can't get out of bed, which translates to what I call the Black excellence ladder to nowhere. Like there's always one more rung. There's always one more thing. There's always one more job. There's always one more promotion.
There's no end goal. There's no finish line. And you have to get off the track, right? If it's a race, you have to get off of the track.
And my philosophy is that we were born excellent and nothing has changed, and we don't have anything to prove.
My God, that was a good one.
I thought so.
Yeah. I sent you a lot of stuff on women this morning. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why me and executive producer going through this, we have to wake up the women. We have to wake up the men of the importance of the woman, because no one is doing it. No one is doing it. Google somebody. Tell us who's doing it. We're listening. Who? It can't just be about Renee Nicole Good. This has been going on, but we have to show her where if they do her like that, one of their own kind, well, she's my daughter. Not biologically, but genetically. So again, and he doubled down. I don't know how, if the people wounded, I don't know, all it says shot, it didn't say taking their life. But I'm going to send this one to Catherine, the new viral video right here, where it done went viral, snatching this woman out of her car, and she did nothing. She had a traffic stop. And they telling her, get out the car, get out the car. Let me send this to Catherine. So he's there because he don't like the mayor, the governor. So he's just gonna double down now. He going all the way. It's in your thing, Miss Catherine.
Okay.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, this is crazy what's going on. Let me say something. My God, y'all came on quick. My God. Lonnie Hampton, I love you, brother. Charlie Floyd, love you. Faith without action is change. Gene West, Barreto Holcomb, Marcella Hall, Betty Ann Fair, Conantue. I hope I said that right. Conantue, Connetue. Mosey Wright, Janice Evans, Michael Hunter, Pamela Tucker. Y'all talk to me when you come on here now. Jerlyn, tell me what you think. Thomas Benefit. Okay, let's see one on one. Come on. I think Sherry will come on. Let's go with Sherry. Sherry, come on and say something to the people, please. I should have said Leslie that I don't know why this is Leslie thing is bless her heart. She could have came on tonight as well. So again, ladies and gentlemen, y'all, I'll call the rest, my God, I'll call the rest of y'all names in a minute. But we just want to thank y'all because y'all have rode with us on Facebook, Twitter, Twit, and YouTube. And y'all riding hard, and we're going to ride with you. This is our first time doing 5 days in a week. 5 straight days between 6 and 8. We did the 8th tonight because what's name had his show, and my brother John Muhammad, bless his beautiful heart, they got a great show, and I sent just only one of them a thing over here because I didn't want to disturb his show tonight, but I meant to go on it, but I couldn't get on it the way I wanted to. But I am so glad it's Martin Luther King's birthday, and I want to celebrate him in every way we can. What we have now, Catherine?
Well, I have to make sure my mic is on because I'm great for doing that.
Your mic is on. When it ain't on, you're gonna see my hand doing this here. You already know what it is.
So you could be just calling me crazy. I don't know. We'll go ahead and
You're
There
good crazy.
is.
See, some people crazy and it's bad, but your crazy is good. So you want
Oh gosh. Okay. So I have this video. If this should give hope, because I wasn't aware of this small town in Mississippi either. But happy to play and share.
No, there's a city in the United States where if you're not black, you are not welcome. Not because anyone will stop you, but because you'll instantly be the only one there. It's the only place where nearly 100% all residents are black, making it one of the most historically significant black communities in the entire country. But the shocking part, this city is fully self-governed. It operates its own hospital, bank, and almost all key positions are currently held by highly skilled black professionals only. But here's where it gets even crazier. At one point, the city hit a 100% high school graduation rate, something almost no city in America has ever achieved. But unfortunately, 2,025 households are only earning around $25,000 a year, roughly $2,100 a month. But the cost of living is extremely low. Homes often sell for under $60,000, and many families pay less than $500 a month to live comfortably. Strong churches, local institutions, and community pride keep daily life stable even with limited income. The city I'm talking about is Mount Bayou, Mississippi.
My God.
The of our republic wrote.
And we'll come back to that. But isn't that amazing?
That's amazing. In Mississippi, that's a miracle.
So I want to show the hope that what we can do, even when we're left to our own resources. And you can see that they said that those people, what said the average income is $60,000 a year?
No, it said 25,000.
Did it say 25,000? I made it 60. I gave him a raise. Well, God bless him.
Play it again. Play it again.
You know, 60,000 for the average cost of a house. That's
Okay.
what I was thinking about.
Okay.
That's all I was thinking about. But
And
I would love to have some on.
Oh no, 60,000 for a house, right?
Yeah.
And $500 a month for rent. That is, you can't beat that.
So
They confident, they run their own city. That's the first town had 100% of children finished. Never been done before. That just show you how prolific we are when we be let alone with this filthy government.
I think so. I would love for you to have them on the show. I think I'm going to reach out and see if I can find some of their city officials.
And we're going to take a trip down there and do a show right there with them.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. That would be beautiful.
We're going to get a van, a comfortable van, get some drivers, call them, set it up. We're taking the show on the road. Got to go there and want to go to Atlanta where they bought 1,000 acres, 19 women. Them the two places we want to go.
Amen. Got to see Black excellence. Well, I kind of hate to call it Black excellence after seeing that lady, because I never thought about what she was saying, that we use it as a survival tactic. That last video I played, the sister with the pink hair, and that we never stop because there's always something more to accomplish. And I think I was telling you that, like, we had a Mr. I can't think of his name. I don't want to say it wrong. We had a principal, God rest his soul, but every single day, 3, 4, 5 times a day, he would come on and he would always say, excellence in every endeavor, excellence in every endeavor, excellence in every endeavor. And that stuck with me. I internalized it more than I thought. But when you're operating in that mode, there is no rest because you're always chasing what's next. What's next? What's better? What can I accomplish next? You never get to, or at least I didn't feel like I could just sit back and enjoy what I had already done, because you're always looking for what's next. So I was glad to hear that. I never thought about it as a survival tactic. I just thought it was how we were programmed, just to be the best at all times. Not necessarily.
We have Leslie with us. Right on.
Pardon me?
We have Leslie with us. I don't know how she got on there, but I'm glad she did.
Oh, she just hit the link. Hey, Miss Leslie, how are you?
Hey, love to you. Love to you. I'm doing well. I've been watching since you came on.
Oh, thank
My
you.
God.
Thank you. So you have any thoughts you want to share about the show thus far? What did you think about some of the videos?
Powerful. The messaging is really clear. I really think that unity is necessary. It takes me back to the conversation we were talking about last night when you were saying about forming the freedom fighters and whatnot, and just how necessary it is. Um, it's really kind of up to us, to protect us. One of the things that I took from your daughter, Minister Johnny, where she said we have to be participants in our own rescue.
Amen.
That sticks with me. It's very strong, and I feel like it is poignant in terms of what we're looking at right now.
My God. Well, Leslie, I'm glad you is here. Okay, here comes Renee Young, the queen of Prairie. Oh, we got 3 women on there. That's what Captain wanted. She wanted the women on there. Yeah, she wanted this. It's Martin Luther King's birthday, Miss Leslie and Miss Renee, Queen Renee. What do y'all think about this great man that sacrificed his life? And I had a book right here, How the Government and Some Negroes Work Together to Kill Him. Here go the book here, The Plot to Kill King, The Truth Behind the Assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., written by Dr. William F. Pepper, former attorney for the King family. We have all the documents right here. Who did what? Before they found the documents, I had already said it. I already knew it was J. Edgar Hoover and his monkeys. So again, and use some other monkeys. But Miss Leslie and Miss Renee, what do y'all think from y'all heart about Martin Luther King? Because he loved women. He fought for women and men and for everybody. What do y'all think about him? It's his birthday today. Take a moment and tell us something. Miss Leslie?
I don't want to take up the floor. I was giving Miss Renee a chance, but I honestly believe that it and we see it all the time when what I'm getting ready to say, but we have to be very aware, right, of who we have in our camps, that type thing. And I believe that had he known or understood, all of the backbiting, what do you call it? Just, that things might have been a little bit different. I think he would have handled things a lot differently in terms of his connections or dealings with women. I choose not to even speak to that because I don't know. You know what I mean? You don't know what you don't know unless you're there.
And I no, I understand. I understand that, Leslie. And I guess I went through a period where I was angry with him when I was younger because I was leaning more towards the Marcus Garvey, Malcolm X philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
And so the whole bowing down and turning the other cheek and all of that, I had problems with that. And I know, in case anybody's wondering, yes, I grew up very religious.
Okay.
Where that was taught. From Koji to Baptist to Church of Christ. Yes, I was there when the church opened and when it closed and all the days of the weeks in between. But because I don't think the pastors at that particular time that I was under did a good job at conveying what that love really meant and what turning the other cheek really meant. And I didn't realize at that time how much preparation went into the movement. How they had to be trained to sit at those counters.
Mm-hmm.
and take that type and be willing to take that kind of abuse, and how they had to just train to go to jail once they got arrested, and the conditioning and the mindset of the people that they recruited to be part of the movement. I didn't understand all of the logistics that they put into place, the photo ops, and how well everything was just orchestrated. It was real corporate. It's orchestrated. And I respect that. I respect that because it was impactful. And I guess that's why I started having issues. Actually, I have issues with everything with the Black Lives Matter movement, because I didn't understand the purpose, because I didn't see that type of organization behind it. But now, as a full-grown adult, I understand that principle as I've grown closer to Christ myself, in that, yeah, love is tough. Love is a hard thing to do, especially when it comes to loving your enemies. So if anything, his life taught me, that is what his life taught me. And that's the legacy that he left for me, like he knew me. But that's the legacy that I got from him, was that, because when you go through that type of oppression, and you can still come out and say that and have that much composure and that much self-control and discipline, that's something. Minister?
It's deep. I mean, he's phenomenal because with his humility, he showed the world they hatred, they systemic racism, bull cornered them, spraying water hoses on them, sicking dogs on them, busting them in their face on the sitting at the counters. We should have never integrated. That's why he said he led his people in a burning fire when he woke up. When he went and met Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he showed him in the thing, I think what he showed him was Genesis, where the dream was a dream. And he had been saying I'm going to the mountaintop to see the coming of the Lord. You may not get to it. I'm going to the mountaintop. But to see the coming of the Lord, you may not get there with me. But when he met the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, it changed. He said, I've been to the mountaintop. I've seen the coming of the Lord. And now it done changed. Now, J. Edgar Hoover and the government, listen to this. So this is when they come up and got them two Negroes. I ain't gonna call their name tonight. I'm gonna let y'all read the book and see it for yourself. Two Negroes, one in there in no town. So here they are.
Read the title of the book, because we can't see it. It's not clear.
Let me see.
That's okay. I know it's not making it any better. I'll grab a picture of it, y'all, and post it up. That's what I'll do.
The national best-selling author, The Plot to Kill King, The Truth Behind the Assassination of Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. William F. Pepper, ESQ, the former attorney for the King family. And the documents, the stuff is in here. This is the best money I could ever spent. They showing the pictures and everything, how they worked with the government, with the CIA, and put him on that balcony and took his life. Why would you take a man that had more threats on his life than the President of the United States of America, and you take him and put him on a balcony? I damn you. You did that. Two Negroes helped them do that. It's sad, man. One of them didn't have a tie on. He know his name. They say the one sitting on the side of him told him not to wear a tie, and he didn't wear it. And that's why, come on, our comedian, oh, come on. Oh, my God. Oh, Lord. Dick Gregory. Dick Gregory, because Malcolm told Dick to come to the ballroom. Dick said, no, I ain't going to let him get 2 for 1. You don't need to go there. I'm going to Chicago. Okay? Me and Willie D talked about this. So again, ladies and gentlemen, this is serious how they done set us up. Because J. Edgar Hoover say anybody that looked like a leader, take him out. Even George Jackson, when his wife was over him pregnant, they pulled her off and then filled him full of bullets and took his life. So again, this government has got away with dropping a bomb on us in 1921 in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And next door to it, Tatum is where we had the oil at, and we're going to get it back. That's the second deepest oil field in the world. It was not because Rodlin bumped into no little girl. He got married with her in Chicago. And a black man built Chicago and Atlanta. So again, ladies and gentlemen, everything we've been taught is a lie. Columbus ain't discovered nothing. The Maya, the Inca, the Cherokee, the Aboriginals was here. They ain't no Indian. They were selling West for Indian and started calling them Indian. So we need to know our history. It's best reward the researcher. They have lied to us, and I cannot play with this. Everybody look like me. White folks ought to have this book. It's sad that these Negroes, and that's why that you can see it now. Look, that is real clear. Look.
There it is.
That is real clear. Y'all see that?
Yes, the plot to kill King.
Yeah. This is the best money I could have spent for King because I already know it, and Catherine seen me say it in Willie D show. And somebody called me, I don't know who did it, said, Jeremiah, everything's saying true. Here go the book. And I sent for the book, and there it is. I already knew. I knew both of them was down. Andrew Young and Jesse Jackson. I already knew it. So again, told Jesse not to wear a tie. Jesse, I love you, but I got to give you up tonight. So it's crazy, man, that we would take him and put this man on a balcony when he had more threats on his life than the president of the United Snakes of America. And that's what I said, snakes. So again, it's crazy. Every time we get a leader, and the only reason why they ain't took the minister is because the FOI searched all everywhere. And they have found something. I ain't gonna tell you what. I'm not privileged to tell you that. But again, you have to search. I was telling the people today, yesterday, Catherine, that Miss Leslie and Miss Renee, I was telling the people, everybody taking their jacket off and you got to take your hat off and your shoes and your belt to go up to see the judge. When did the judge come more important than children? Jesus said, suffer little children, forbid them not, let them come unto me. And if you hurt one of these, you'd rather put a milestone around your neck and be thrown in the deepest sea. So if Jesus loved children, then why in the hell don't we love them? I'm asking a question. Everybody said they love children. You're a liar. You're a liar. How you love them? How you protect them? How you teach them? Why are we taking millions of dollars, putting it in them? Why we don't have a black Shark Tank? We got to give the children, Leslie. They don't have the money and the finance because the bank ain't going to give it to them. We got a tape. We got that tape, Catherine, where I gave you the other night, where the bank said we'll never lend them Negroes no money.
I believe we do.
See if you got it. So again, ladies and gentlemen, they've been doing this in the banking institution. We got Oprah Winfrey with all that money. Tyler Perry with all that money. Jay-Z, 3 billionaires right there. Why we don't have our own bank? We got a sister here in Katy. I'm going to go meet her. Supposed to be 3 or 4 of them. And got one lady in Dallas. I'm going to go meet her and hope their bank can lend money where we can build neighborhoods. Because if they can't, then the bank ain't no good. The bank got to be able to strip money in the neighborhood. So, ladies and gentlemen, there's so much to this. They've been doing us so bad so long. And as Catherine put up here, where hope still lives while women are stronger than this moment. My God. I mean, if we don't respect woman, we don't respect God. I know y'all didn't know that, did you, Pastor? Come on, talk to me. If you don't respect woman, you don't respect God. The woman comes from God. And God took it out of us. We had an X and Y chromosome. She got the double X. I am male and female. But a man is not complete without a woman of God. I didn't say a woman of Russia, a woman of America, a woman of God. That's the woman that'll pray for you while you sleep. That's the woman to make calls for you, to make sure that it's a setup, an investor, take a credit score where both of y'all successful. And they do have women like that in Atlanta, in Houston, in New York, in Cali. So again, ladies and gentlemen, when a male say he don't want no woman, he's psychologically gone. He's gone. He's gone. If you take all the women off the planet Earth, we all die. And the black woman is the mother of Earth. All life come from you, sister. You don't owe nobody nothing but God. And whoever your husband gonna be, he can't be nothing to you but a carekeeper, because you belong to God. That's why I showed you last night. Woman, you see man in it. Women, you see men. Her, see he. She, you see he. Female, you see male. So our Caucasian people been here 6,000 years in the Bible. That's their beginning. That is not our beginning. Pastor, stop it. That theology school you went to, people won't treat you right. They'll never teach you right. You know, I hold back from you a lot, but now I have to give you the truth. You go study what I'm saying, and then you can start teaching in the church where you can set the people free. You ain't got to give me no credit on it. Just research what I'm saying, and you'll see it's the truth. I put my life on it, and whatever you want to put up, let's do it. You won't win. And I'm not being cocky or facetious, but I'm being truthful. And that's why I put this book up to show the world what happened to Dr. King. The house Negroes participated with the CIA and the government and took our brother's life. That's sad. Could you play another tape of Mother King if you have one, please?
I don't have a King tape, but I have one that relates to the subject at hand. And sometimes, ladies, we have to be reminded of what our sisters have done in the past to give us the hope and the inspiration and to know what we can do, what our purpose is. So that is why I chose this next clip.
Everybody around the world copies African Americans and then yet disrespects them. GPS is a black woman. Well, 3D imaging is a black woman. Laser eye surgery is a black woman. Escalators a black inventor. Elevators a black inventor. The roller coaster, the cell phone, our video games is Jerry Lawson. Mary Van Brighton in 1966, she invented the home security. You're talking about open heart surgery, Daniel Hale. Plasma, Charles Drew. We can keep going. Surgical equipment. Black people inventing, just constantly inventing, and they took everything and lied. And black people are still thriving. Black women have the highest degrees in America. These are the same women that were operated on with no anesthesia, but they're #1 in academics. Atrocities that African Americans have been through, I'm surprised we are this peaceful.
Watch this when Lil Wayne pays respect to the man who saved his life.
A man in New Orleans, his name is Uncle Bob. He came into an apartment one day. He busted in the door, guns drawn. He saw nobody. He saw legs on the floor. It was my legs. He saw blood everywhere. He told his somebody, come drive this car, forget an ambulance. He brought me to the hospital himself. He refused to wait. He kicked in the doors. He said, you get whatever you gotta do and you make sure this child make it. Not only did he refuse to sit, not only did he just give me to the doctors and leave, he refused to leave. He stayed and made sure that I made it. This man has 2 amputated legs. He refused to stop. He's not in a wheelchair. He's walking. You know what he asked for? A job.
I love
Minister?
that man. I honor him for what he did for Lil Wayne. That was wonderful. I seen that before. I sent you that other thing from the guy. That was dynamic. I want to play that all the time because women need to notice how prolific they are. Miss Leslie, Miss Renee. Miss Renee, you want to say anything?
Her device is not connected.
Okay. So again, ladies and gentlemen, black woman, you the thing. You the smartest and the strongest on the planet Earth. You commit suicide less than anybody, and you're more in hell than everybody put together. So we have not done that for you. That's why so much child support and government cheese and welfare. We are not there. I don't think we have but 18% of husbands. That means 80% where they at. That's sad. It's really sad. And black men, we need to get our women, invest in them, help them, and they'll definitely help us, brother. We can do that. We don't have to wait for somebody to tell us to do that. We should do it on our own. When you honor a woman, you honor God. And the woman is our test. She's our test. Me and Leslie had to go through something today. I can't tell y'all what it is, but it was wonderful how she fought for me, put her gloves on me. Oh, she threw the hook off the jab. I mean, she fought for me and called me back and say, let's go. So again, Miss Leslie, thank you for fighting for your brother. Thank you for believing in me. And thank you knowing that my word is my bond. I live by it, I die by it. And we have to change our diet where we can get more. I'm talking about me too, and I'm a vegan. So we can get more healthier and wealthy. Because we get two ways to eat, Miss Leslie, Miss Catherine, and Renee. I hate to put Catherine out there. She's going to get mad at me. She lost 105 pounds in 12 months, and her diabetes went away. Her mama looked at her and said, baby, you lost 105 pounds? Yeah. You off the insulin? Yeah. How you do that? She said, I turned vegan like Dr. Jeremiah asked me. So you ain't on no more pills, nothing. I ain't on nothing. Baby, what did you eat? I turned vegan. Well, baby, I'm about to try that. Called me and told me. Did your mother say that?
Yep.
Your health is your wealth. Your health. Dr. Renee, you already going that way. Leslie, you're going to walk with me that way too.
I need to get back, definitely.
Beautiful. And you are powerful. And I met you today, and you everything my daughter said you was with a plus on it. You're a powerful woman. I'm glad to have you on the show. I'm glad you think enough of us to be here. So when we cross the road and saving millions of people and millions of dollars coming, you'll be here with us. And I'm going in business with you. So again, young lady, thank you. May God bless you. I honor you. I salute you. You can have the mic.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I just wanted to say for the listeners, for your audience, that I've been on both sides where I was vegan and then I fell off, right? I went into some emotional eating. But what I want to say is I can attest to the difference in how you feel. I can attest to the changes that your body goes through when you get the junk up out of it, right? And then I can also attest to how much worse it is when you go back. So once you get there and when you're eating right and you're feeling good, stay there, don't give it up. I just want to make sure that I let you know.
But you get sick when you try to go back. It's like, oh no. So that's enough to keep you on the straight and narrow. But yeah, you're right. Your body feels totally different with all that inflammation gone. You can tell the difference.
It does. It does. And it's much harder now with the way they boosted, the chemicals and all the things that they're putting in our foods. It has made it much more difficult to get off. So once you've been delivered,
that you know what, we needed that testimony, Karen, because we never said that. We needed that. Leslie brings something different to the show. Look what she's saying. She's saying, I've been there and I failed for a moment because of some strange situations and circumstances. She said, but I'm going back, but it's so difficult. So she's letting people know, don't let it go, because it's so hard to get it back. But believe me, with all due respect, I would never go back. I feel too good, Leslie. I feel too good. I don't hurt nowhere. Nowhere. No cancer, no diabetes, no heart disease. I don't want none of that. I'm scared of cancer. They told me I have cancer, I'll fall out. I don't want that. I don't want it.
But Leslie, you're right. And for the listeners, you got to take baby steps, because I was like you. I would do it and then I would fall off. And I even went raw vegan for, I think I made it 6 months, and that was a hard trip. And I fell off of that journey. So this is like my second path through, but it is a journey. So some grace, make gradual changes, but just have that as your goal to get there.
Yes, ma'am.
Catherine, you can't brag on yourself because be braggadocious, but I can. Young lady, you lost 105 pounds. Do you know how hard it is to lose 105 pounds in 12 months?
Yes. I do.
Then you drop.
You did it, huh?
Then you look how pretty you are. You more prettier. Then you drop diabetes. You went back to the doctor. They couldn't believe she had diabetes. No insulin. She used to be putting that stuff all in the refrigerator and stuff. I said, what you doing? Because what she didn't know is I wasn't going to work with her like that, because I wasn't going to do it. No, I don't want to see you. You too intelligent. This woman here used to go to Fortune 500 companies and train all their people how to run their company. I'm watching her do this here. She's super smart. Her and Delta, her partner in Fort Worth. So I'm like, woman, you got too much knowledge and wisdom. What are you doing? Now she in college. What you taking in college?
Getting my master's in law studies for cybersecurity, policy, and law.
All right now.
Thank you.
See what I'm talking about? And she the producer of this show. And that's why I told her, well, I said, man, don't worry about nothing. You got to remember something. Whatever God got for you, he going to make me give it to you. And he got to even make me give it to you. I'm going to give it to you automatic. I told somebody today, bam, and push a button. Leslie, did you get it?
Yes, I did. Thank you. Yes.
My word is bond.
Yes, you did do that.
My word is bond.
Yep.
That's who I am. I love Leslie and her daughter. Leslie's a woman of God. I met her through the spirit. I didn't know how she looked. Brown, black, yellow. I didn't make no difference. It was her spirit. And when I met her today, I'm like, this woman's strong. Catherine, you're going to like her when you meet her. She got that lawyer straight. She told that lawyer, yeah.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
That's what you did.
She got some Black Panther in her, man. Yeah, some Angela Davis. Yeah, she wasn't playing. She told that lawyer and grabbed the paper and tore it up. You ain't using this. Yeah, just
wow.
that. Yeah, she did it. She told him, give me that paper. The lawyer said, huh? And when she got through tearing it up, she handed it to me. I finished it. I tore it up too. I followed suit. Yeah, so, yeah, we need strong women. Black man, white man, brown man, y'all stop being scared of strong women. Man, she's strong. I can't tell her to deal with her intellectually. Deal with her intellectually. Stop trying to deal with her physically. But how you look. Are you fine? You got some muscle. You got the wave. Stop! And deal with her here. Intellectual. Deal with her tenacity, her moral fiber, principality. Huh? Her womb is the R-E-P-L-I-C-A-T-I-O-N. Her womb is the replication of God's universe. She's the mother of earth. She's the second self of God. Come to the nation, learn a 75% of the teaching, you can go back to the church and teach it at the church. Pastor Miller, I'm coming at you. I want that building next door. I put my hip hop church in there. I'm putting it there and with Pastor Harris on the ranch. So get ready, Pastor Miller, I'm coming. So again, he's the president of the Baptist board. He's my personal friend, so I'm calling him out. So again, y'all, it ain't nothing y'all can't do. It is our time, and our sister Renee, Nicole, good, Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland, Pamela Turner, 2 to the head, 2 to the body. All my beautiful sisters was life taken in this buffoonery. I'm asking you, God, to move everybody that has something to do with it and move the Trumpenites and Trump out that office like Barack has a law to move all the whole cabinet and restore peace because there's so much confusion and it's trickling down. And they have shot 2 more people in Minnesota. That's an insult to injury. That's an insult to injury. Instead of Trump leaving, he sent another 1,000, 1,500 of them crazy people in there with the mask on. Anytime a police got a mask on, he's a suspect. Because you don't know who he is. No other police on the planet Earth has ever had a mask on. And I think, Catherine, we played that tape about 3 nights ago. You remember that tape? Oh, yeah, that's the governor in Philadelphia.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, you had that anywhere close?
I probably don't. I probably don't. I have to move stuff out and around. I can go back and look.
But tomorrow, I want to play it. What we got now?
Well, in the spirit of King, I found this lady. This is Texas Representative Ann Johnson's blunt message to the GOP about redistricting. And I know we're still in the fight with that, but she brought to mind that we have to have allies that don't look like us all the time in higher places. Go, Ann.
Turn up.
Because this is about racism. And if you can't hear it from them, then hear it from me. As a white woman and a daughter of a man of privilege and power, he knew that his strength was to bring people that didn't look like him to the table of government. And so 50 years later, after Barbara Jordan, aided by white people to have a voice, the first woman of color elected to the South, a woman who sat in the impeachment of Nixon, a woman who said that finally, after amendment, debate, and vote, I am finally part of we the people. To stand here as a 50-year-old woman and know that we now go back in time. So let's talk about cowardice and cheats. Because if you knew you could win this next election, you wouldn't be taking this effort to try to steal 5 seats from elected officials that members of color elected to represent them in Washington, D.C.
My God.
You wouldn't be doing everything you can to take this coalition of diversity and stand up at the mic and say, why are we doing this? because we can. And you shield your racism with your party, with ignorance and arrogance, to come up here and say, to be honest with you, I haven't read the bill from the other side. To be honest with you, I haven't talked to the lawyers to be bringing this before. Because you think that people will give you grace on ignorance and arrogance around party, because you can't admit that the root of all of this is about racism and power.
Teach.
Power grab. A pure power grab. And so I'm going to ask, don't shake your head, because I'm going to give you a moment to prove what you mean behind that. Because when Donald Trump called Georgia Republicans and said, hey, boys, I need you to steal me almost 12,000 votes.
My God.
To those men credit?
My
said,
God.
no, sir. We already know what Governor Abbott said.
Don't be looking at my stuff, man. Oh, folks, what do you mean, is it real? Is that real?
And I just thought I'd slide that in for a little levity. But yes, yeah, she spoke. She represented.
She spoke prolific, Miss Leslie. We have Caucasian people that love us. I have some that love me. My lawyer, I won't call her name. I'm about to try to kidnap her. She's a freedom fighter lawyer. I'm gonna bring her back on here. Should have sent her the link. She's powerful. She's married to a black man. So again, she ain't no sellout. My first name is Courtney. I won't say the rest. So again, ladies and gentlemen, we have some on that other side that love us and fight for us. She's a warrior. So again, I honor that lady, Leslie, just spoke like that on racism, because America now is full of racism, systemic racism, and the president has pulled the cover off where you can see it clearly. The lie like he lied on this beautiful sister, Renee Nicole Good, and say that the man went to the hospital because she ain't touch him. Now they're talking about some internal bleeding. Y'all, they further the lie. And Jesus said the truth will set you free, not a lie. Mr. Trump, it's the first time I can say this on national TV. I feel sorry for you. You're going to hell with a gasoline jacket on. You'll never make it. When they ask you about was you going to heaven, I really admire what you said. You said no. You know you ain't going. And that's why you're doing what you're doing. You try to take everybody you can with you. But a whole lot of us, we ain't going with you. And you will not make it no 3 more years. You coming out of there. You trying to start wars and everything else. You coming out of there. You are no good for no one, not even yourself. Leslie?
I have some I have some really strong perspectives or viewpoints when it comes to, that conversation. The biggest thing for me is I'm just kind of tired of our people being the poster child, for everything. You know what I mean? And I would like to see those who are our allies be more in action and give up your land, give up, there's so many things. And I don't want to open that can of worms, but yeah, that's my viewpoints are very strong.
Yeah, I told them just give us 19 trillion. They know if over 90 trillion, you do the 40 acres of mule and the people we had and the interest in 5 states, and all our children go to college. They charge for 50 years. So they think they're not going to give it to us, but we're going to get it. Trump won't give it to us, but we're going to get it. They owe us, and God is with us, and we have favor on our life, and we will be They repaired everybody but us. It's sad. We even paying our Jewish brothers and sisters, and we had nothing to do with that. But you had everything to do with us, and you ain't gave us a dime. And you put our Aboriginal brothers that you call in on a reservation after you took over 20 million lives of them in a smallpox blanket. My God. My. And then led up 400 men at Tuskegee in 1935 and gave them syphilis. And they affected over 2 million women. This the government. And dropped a bomb in 1985 and 1921 on Black Wall Street, then 1985 in Philadelphia on the move. See, I just give a little bit at a time because I know I study so much. If I can't put it because it's so deep and these people are so rotten, you wouldn't believe it. They're giving our children 42 years Ritalin drugs to mess up their gift. They too fast. They won't be still. They gifted. Put them on the track. Put them on the track. Put them in the boxing. Put them in karate. Put them in soccer. Put them in baseball. They gifted. Stop trying to drug your child down where you go to a club. Stop it. Give them Nintendo and Xbox and push them in the room and you gone. Deal with your children intellectual and buy them what they need where they can grow. Here. Where you can be proud of them. Invest in them. You're doing a good job, Leslie. Keep it up. And again, I want to be your daughter's mentor because she's a powerful young lady. So ain't nothing we can't do, ladies and gentlemen. We have to take our kids and our kind where we can have our own private banks, our own credit union, our own finance company, our own Black Wall Street. I'm a threat because I know what we need. And build our own neighborhoods, our own water company. And that's why Captain showed the people of Mississippi, they got everything. They ain't even got a jail down there. No jail. Because they love one another. It's not been seen in America. And 100% of them finished school. 100%. Never happened before. My God, my God. Put that thing on. Push that button. My God, my God. My God. I'm proud of them. So what clip we got now, Ms. Captain?
No, for the last few days, you've been asking about the background of the officer that unalived, the ICE agent, rather, that unalived Miss Nicole Good, and I found it.
Boy, I'm so glad. Oh, my God. Boy, I've been begging you to find that. Come on, producer. My executive producer. Come on.
And we have Miss Johnny Walker that's entering the
Walker
studio.
done come in. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Got the genius on here.
Yeah, she's just listening in for right now.
We'll bring up if she want to come up.
Okay, here we go.
I want to get right to our Julia Ainsley, our senior Homeland Security correspondent. And Julia, I understand you have new reporting now on the officer who fired the gun.
That's right. So we don't have the name of the officer yet, but I have been told to look at, and I have in front of me now, details of an incident that the DHS is now saying this officer was involved in June. It was also in Minnesota. It was in Bloomington, Minnesota, when ICE was targeting someone who they said was a convicted sex offender. They were going after this man. This officer, the same officer who fired the shots in this incident yesterday, broke the back window of the car of the target of this man. And then the man went into drive and dragged this officer more than 50 yards. And so this person was later brought up on those charges, and we have the charges. We're going through them now, Hallie. This just came in, so still getting more details.
Okay.
But this, of course, is what Kristi Noem was referencing in her press conference, where she says that this officer previously had an incident involving a vehicle. Now, of course, that doesn't necessarily justify or excuse or explain why his behavior may have been to pull the trigger in the position yesterday, but it does inform what that officer's experience was. It also tells us he's operated in Minnesota in the past. This could be his local area of jurisdiction. As we know, they brought in 2,000 officers from field offices around the country just this Sunday. But based on the fact he was operating in Minnesota in June, this may be his jurisdiction. We also know he's experienced. He's not part of the surge that ICE has done just in the last 6 months to bring in 10,000 new officers when they cut a lot of the mandatory training back. They went from a 13-week program to a 6 to 8 week program. This is someone who's been with ICE for a long time, but he was previously dragged more than 50 yards just in June of last year, Hallie.
We thank you for watching. And remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.
I want to get right to.
That was a little bit. I was hoping they would actually show the camera footage they have, so I'll keep looking for that.
We'll get it. That's his makeup. He go to work looking for trouble. I mean, it's his makeup. He get up. Something happened to him in his life when he was anywhere from 7, 8 years old to 16. Something happened to him, and it turned him. I done gave him a psychosocial assessment and a dynamic, Leslie. If something happened to him, I'm not giving him no excuse. And he easy to trigger. You can see he shot 4 times in the car. So he was definitely trying to take a life. And he did it. Now they had 2 more shooting. And I don't know what happened, but we'll have it tomorrow. We can't fan it fast enough. We got about 20 more minutes. So we can't fan it fast enough, but we will fan it. And Leslie, what I'm saying to you, he shouldn't even be out there. He's too easy to be triggered. Any psychiatrist, psychologist, or LPC that will give him a psychosocial assessment and a dynamic know distinctively that he can't handle none of that. No car not coming at him, nowhere around him. He's going to go off. He shouldn't even be out there. And this the cold part, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. He had the phone in his hand doing something illegal, filming her, where he shows had a body cam on. And then he turned around and put the phone in this hand and had his gun hand. He was already ready to shoot his gun in. He was already ready. He ran over there to the incident and made it an incident. He ran over there. He wasn't there. He ran over there for that. So again, no one's getting away. Mr. Trump, you can't save him. You can't save yourself. They had a breakdown of how much money he spent on golf, how much money he spent on a plane. Donald Trump done spend over $1 trillion, y'all. One woman in the White House with him, she got 2 private planes. I'm gonna let Catherine run that. We'll fan, if we don't fan it tonight, we'll fan it tomorrow. It's a list. Over they spending money like never before. It ain't just that ballroom. Trump spending hundreds of millions of dollars on a plane. The other woman got 2 planes. And then he's spending millions of dollars just to go play golf, and he can't say let's play golf. And they ain't doing nothing for the people. I rest my case. Ms. Leslie?
Same story, different day.
Okay.
What we got next?
Well, I know we have Ryan Coogler, the producer that did Fruitvale Station and Sinners and the Rocky series. He was expressing how he was feeling about the Renee Good situation.
Please.
the first time Mike and I were here, it was for our film Fruitvale Station. I was young and naive, and I thought the movie was going to change the world and make it so that we don't see people executed by civil servants on camera anymore. I showed up here, it was 2014, I was proven wrong and wrong again, and it's tough to be here and not think about Minnesota. My heart is there right now. We got an incredible production designer from that city. She's got so much pride, one of the warmest people I know, Tina Anderson. Takes care of my movies, takes care of Quentin's movies. She's working on the Odyssey right now. And my heart is broken for where she's from. I can't be here and not think about Renee. So y'all give me some, ask y'all for a little bit of grace.
No one knows.
So just want to show the impact that she's having. And then we'll just go into this one too, because it's celebrities that have stepped in and helped cover the cost of her funeral service.
Noticed that after Renee Nicole Good passed away, 4 celebrities voluntarily stepped forward and covered the full cost of her funeral. The first was Bad Bunny. He did not know Renee personally, but he has long supported social justice and immigrant rights. After learning of her death, Bad Bunny offered financial support, saying it was their responsibility to help brave women like Renee. The second was Jimmy Kimmel. As a well-known TV host, he understands the social responsibility that comes with public influence. After hearing what happened to Renee, Jimmy acted immediately, publicly voicing his support and providing direct, practical help to her family. The third was Mark Ruffalo. Known for his long-standing commitment to social justice, Mark spoke out on social media after learning Renee's story. He offered to pay for her funeral expenses and praised her efforts on behalf of immigrants and social justice.
So Hollywood is stepping up some, speaking out. So like you said, it's become a movement.
Yeah, I told you that. I told you that was going to happen. There come my brother Marcus. Marcus is real deep here today, brother. We didn't have celebrities to speak up. We had people. Captain, I don't think you'll get upset with me. Anybody 1 minute. Play that again. I want Marcus to see that. Because I like what they just stepped up at and the celebrities. Watch this here, Marcus.
Give me just 1 second to get queued back up. Okay, here we go.
No one noticed that after Renee Nicole Good passed away, 4 celebrities voluntarily stepped forward and covered the full cost of her funeral. The first was Bad Bunny. He did not know Renee personally, but he has long supported social justice and immigrant rights. After learning of her death, Bad Bunny offered financial support, saying it was their responsibility to help brave women like Renee. The second was Jimmy Kimmel. As a well-known TV host, he understands the social responsibility that comes with public influence. After hearing what happened to Renee, Jimmy acted immediately, publicly voicing his support and providing direct, practical help to her family. The third was Mark Ruffalo. Known for his long-standing commitment to social justice, Mark spoke out on social media after learning Renee's story. He offered to pay for her funeral expenses and praised her efforts on behalf of immigrants and social justice.
Yeah, Marcus, I wanted you to see that. It is so beautiful. They did that for George Floyd as well. They did it for Breonna Taylor. So a lot of people now is coming together, and we have a movement now that we can. My rap song have all the women in there that was taken, and at the end I got Renee Nicole Good. And the song is bodacious. It will go platinum, no doubt. I can't play it on here because they'll try to steal it. We signing some stuff, making sure nobody can get it. But what do you think about those people?
I think that one, anytime people come together to donate or do something good, I mean, I'm never gonna talk bad or down about that. It's expected. Anytime there's a heated moment in America, people go put funding behind whatever the cause is that they care about. And so people that care about this cause, they want to have an impact. And the way you make an impact is sometimes with your income. And so that's what these people are doing. They trying to show an impact in a positive way to shed light on this whole Renee Good situation. Bad Bunny, I believe, is actually performing at the Super Bowl this year. So
Yes, he
that's
is.
a great PR for him. Because a lot of people been talking about him and how he's actually, against the ICE agents. Because a lot of his fans are immigrants, and so him putting the money behind Renee Good is only gonna excite his fans and make them even more fanatic for him for doing it. So shout out to him for stepping up when he was supposed to. You know, and then we did it with George Floyd. With George Floyd, we got a bunch of money from the corporations. They probably took it back when they canceled all the DEI stuff, but they did give it to us for a little while. They gave us a nice little chunk of change. They was helping people start businesses, and I just hosted a pitch competition today at the Houston Ion during the kickoff MLK weekend, and there's always ways to jump into business and knock things out the park. So yeah, I think what they're doing as far as investing and raising money and donating, we should have more of it. Whatever we need to do to get the ICE folks up out of here. I think everything was cool and good until ICE showed up. But again, that's what he was voted for. He was voted into the office to, I guess, move some things around, move some furniture around, and that's exactly what he's doing. So, shout out to them if that's who side you on.
And today he shot 2 more people. I don't know if they life was taken or not. I'll have it on here tomorrow. I seen it when I was coming in from across town over there off Westheimer. But study him backing out of there. He doubled down, sent another 1,000, 1,500 troops. He has an insult to injury. I done went in your house and stole all your stuff. Now I'm coming back to take your commode and your zinc and your air condition. But he gonna get it. He gonna get it. God, nobody getting away from God. What you done to the least of them, you also done unto me. Leslie, you got anything to say?
I agree with Mr. Bowers where he says it's always a good thing, when people step up and, pitch in, when things like this happen. I would like to see, a lot more of that type of philanthropy and, just initiative when it comes down to what happens to our people, because it happens on such a it just happens a lot, right? And it's gotten to a point where we're trying to normalize this, or they normalize it, and I don't cut for that. I don't think that that's a good thing.
It's not.
Yeah,
It's
when
not.
we
You ain't
get
got
to
to
a
think
place
it.
when
It's not.
yep.
Marcus, this is Miss Leslie. This is Marcus Miles. She's happy hair. He was blessed, him and his people, to do over $100 million from 2012 to now. So that's a wonderful thing. And I'm glad to be around someone like that. And he's in Black Wall Street. He is prolific. He's a powerful man. And I'm glad that he loved me and I love him. And I look at him as he's my godson. So I'm blessed to have him here on the show. Marcus, you back yet?
Good to see you, Marcus.
Yeah, nice
Huh?
to meet you guys. Nice to meet you.
Miss Leslie, he said glad to meet you.
Yes, sir. I said good to see you, Marcus.
So he's an entrepreneur and he'll be on this show. And when we go to the big TV, he'll be there.
Yeah. Today we actually again I don't know if who's familiar with the Ion here in Houston, but it's a a hub downtown right here in the heart of Houston, and it was an AI pitch competition that we did. I'm pretty excited about it because a lot of people aren't creating and using the AI tools that they have access to, and so a lot of the people that was in this building, this space, they're using the tools. They're creating stuff. They're making money online. They have websites. If you can hear the sound of my voice and you don't have a website, just why not? Everybody has a .com. So that's what I've been on since like 2020, trying to get everybody online with me because I've been on here since like 2007. Went to UHD, got my degree, and then I started my company as soon as I graduated. In 2000, I graduated in 2011. By the time 2012 hit, I was already, successful with She's Happy Hair, selling hair extensions all across the U.S. and stuff. So now, with it being MLK weekend, I think most of the time we just focus on the parade. Because when I'm talking about MLK, it's MLK everywhere. Everybody's celebrating Martin Luther King weekend or day, and they got parades and stuff taking place. And there's a Martin Luther King in every city and state, whether it's a road, a lane, a street, whatever. So yeah, it's a great weekend to create, because that's what they don't want you to do. They don't want you to create. They don't want you to create the opportunities. Some people just want you to apply for opportunities. So I'm hoping we can change everybody's mindset. Again, if you can hear the sound of my voice, you know what I'm saying? Get your .com, get your website. But yeah, Johnny, what's happening in Minneapolis is pretty simple. The Somalians were out there wrecking shop. Tim Walz was out there running for office against J.D. Vance and against Donald Trump. They call him Tim, Tampon Tim, and all the nicknames they gave him. Him and Kamala Harris was actually almost pretty close to beating Donald Trump and J.D. Vance. So when you lose to somebody like Donald Trump, you still lose some more even after, because that's what bullies do. They want to kick you while you're down, or use their force and power as much as they can, and that's what Donald Trump is doing out there in Minneapolis. This isn't just like a ICE raid in a regular city or state. This is like revenge. This is get back. You know what I'm saying? This is okay, you ran against me, you talked all that noise during the campaign trail. Well, guess what? I'm finna make life miserable for you and the state that you represent. And then the Somalians out there in Minnesota, with them being heavily populated.
You muted your phone, Marcus. Marcus, your mic went out.
He's not on mute. We'll wait for him to join again. While we wait, kind of got a good transition here because found this video. Mike Epps has a different view of Black wealthy folks, which I would think he's one of the Black wealthy folks that he's speaking of. And then we'll give Marcus time to get back on here.
Talk about slavery. I don't give a how much money you got. I don't give a where you been. We're still on the plantation, brother. The privilege that they give Black people, that only Black people can flex on other Black people with, because that's all you can do, because you can't flex on the motherfucking master, because he gave it to you. You go out there and flex on your people, because if you flex on me, your ass is in trouble. And what you got, that's my fuck up money. I spend that in taxes.
That couple $100,000 holding you over, that ain't real money, that's bill money.
So go be a king to your own people. But don't come over here and act like you're a king to us. And if I catch you biting and snapping back at me, I'm going to take that shit from you, embarrass you, and make your people talk about you and turn on you again. That's what they do to us with that shit. You know you can't take it with you. You don't own this shit. That's the only fucked up thing about having something more than your own people. You can only flex on your own people.
Minister, thoughts?
Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. It's so incredible what we've been through that we still even sane. It's We've been through so much, and enough is enough. And now that we protecting all women, not just our sister Renee Nicole Good, but it's bringing up all the women. And God allowed it to use her as a George Floyd, a black and a white. And we don't see this. I see it. I see it clearly. And she gonna shock the world, her and her 3 children. And Mr. Trump, your Trump card won't win this time. You're doing anything to keep them Epstein files down, but you keep trying to distract. It ain't gonna work, sir. It's not gonna work. You're coming down. And you probably get indicted for what you did. You are rotten, you low down, you narcissistic, and you don't believe in God. Just not believing in God, you're in trouble. Mr. Trump, that don't just go for you, that go for your Trumpenites. Them people that follow you straight to hell with a gasoline jacket on. And the ones that's black, Stephen Smith, I pity you. You had to be the clown of the year, what you said. Lord have mercy. Miss Leslie, you got anything to say?
I think that's true what Mike Epps said. You know, I think they set him up to, you know, a point where here you can have this, you look good and have everything that you need, but don't go back and do too much, you know, because if you do too much or if you make it possible for, let's say, economic advancement, you know, we gonna snatch that away from you. I think it goes back to slavery days, you know, enslavement days when, you know, they would make an example out of an individual or whatnot. So I think there's some truth in what he stated.
Lord have mercy.
So, Minister, do you think it would be different? Like some of the examples he showed were of people that were in the entertainment industry. So, would the same rules apply to, say, Marcus or another entrepreneur who was able to attain that level of success? Would they have to worry about the rug being pulled from under them as well?
It's only certain entrepreneurs and certain entertainers. So a lot of the entertainers, artists, celebrities, they're applying for opportunities. So anytime you're applying for an opportunity and you're not creating the opportunities, then yeah, you can get the rug pulled from under you. And then even as an entrepreneur, when you're creating the opportunities, they can make it hard for you to create the opportunities. But similar like Kanye and some of these other, you know, when you really just got it in you, like nothing can stop you. So you can, those are the people that can tweet anything and say anything, and then they become uncancelable. So some people, when they, you know, they have a bad month or a year, they stop. And then they, you know, they start going down and losing. And then some people, when they have a bad month or a year, they keep going. And so, you know, when somebody tries to cancel you or pull the rug from under you, only you can actually allow that. So if somebody pull a rug from under me, I'm gonna find another rug or something. You know what I'm saying? Other people just go lay there and be like, "Oh my God, they pulled the rug from under me," you know. And so it's different type of people. So to answer your question, yeah, everybody will go through it, but it's how you respond to what we all have to go through at some point. Because you gonna always do and say something that somebody doesn't like,
Right.
and when you do that, they may try to stop you from doing whatever it is that you want to do. And when they try to stop you, you know, you got to roll through that. So Mike Epps is an entertainer. He's an artist, you know, comedian. So he getting booked on shows. He's doing movies. People are writing his checks. He's writing some checks too, but people are writing his checks. So much so to where, you know, he probably not go do and say and come back and give back the way that he may want to, because he may lose some things in the process. But Mike Epps is a comedian. He one of them people that say whatever he wants, I think, and do whatever he wants. I don't think he's one of them guys that's pussyfooting, I guess you can call it, whatever words you want to use. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think he's filtering his words and stuff. But yeah,
No,
that's
I
it.
don't like that.
Thank you, Marcus.
Thank you.
Thank you. This has been a great show. We have
15 minutes.
yes, 15 more minutes. Is there anything you want to say, Miss Leslie?
I'm Marcus Garvey's daughter.
What did she say?
That
So
man
she's
said I
Marcus
wasn't
Garvey's
giving up, and
daughter.
I ain't giving up until I can't do it no more. You understand? And that's really how I look at it. In terms of like Mike Epps and the entertainers, the ballers, all of them. If you feel a way and you're passionate about something, and you know what you're looking at ain't right, do something about it. Period.
Thank
Point
you.
blank. Do something about it. When you stand down and you don't speak up, you ain't standing for nothing. That's just how I look at it.
Teach. Come on, black woman, speak up. What I want. Black woman say you got money, you ain't doing nothing, you don't stand for nothing. That's a fact. What clip you
Yeah.
got? Give me a good clip.
Well, I have one. I saw your shirt, so I'm gonna play one by Muhammad Ali. But I just wanted to add to what Miss Leslie just said, and that is, even if you don't have any money, you're living irresponsibly. If you're not on somebody's list, you still have purpose, and you still have things that you can do with 2 cents.
So agreed. I agree, Miss Cat.
So no, I always love me a good Muhammad Ali quote.
Watching me. God don't praise me because I beat Joe Frazier. God don't give nothing about Joe Frazier. God don't care nothing about England or America as far as your wealth. It's all his. He wants to know, how do we treat each other? How do we help each other? So your body is just housing your soul and spirit. So this physical stuff don't last for so long. Even your children are not yours. If you think I'm lying, your wife is not yours. Say, you don't own your wife. You don't own. I divorced my wife. You may have read about it. And my 4 children, they call another man daddy now. So I'm gonna dedicate my life to using my name and popularity, helping charities, helping people, uniting people, bring people bumming each other because of religious beliefs. We need somebody in the world to help us make peace. So when I die, if there's a heaven, I want to see it.
My God.
Another one who didn't bite his tongue.
Not at all.
Man. Marcus, did you hear that?
Yeah, man. I mean, Ali just one of the greatest, man. When I think of the word great, I think about Ali. Like even when I was a kid and I was growing up, and I'd be like, man, people used to ask me like, Marcus, what you want to be when you grow up? I never said a thing. I always just said, man, I just want to be great. So even right now, no matter what I'm doing, it don't matter what I'm doing because I'm not gonna do it forever. I'm just gonna be great, the greatest I can be while I'm doing it. So a lot of people, they always want to be a thing and they chase this thing, and whether they make it or not, it's like it can crush them or it can make them. And I never had that I guess that stress on myself because it's just like whatever I'm doing, I just want to be the greatest I can be while I'm doing it. And I like myself enough to where I can go back to just being myself after I'm done doing whatever it is I was trying to be great at in that moment. But every time I think about athletes, I think about, people, places, or things, and the word great is always Ali, man, a man in his hands. You know what I'm saying? A man in his hands. Like, it's just you versus them or you versus him. And he always came out on top, whether it was him versus the people, the opposing boxers, or, the folks, the clan, whoever it is always Ali coming out on top. So yeah, shout out to Ali, man. He the greatest.
Indeed.
Well, we on he had, I think, a 2-day or 3-day funeral. They walked on the side of cars for him, everything. He's one of my heroes, and I wear a lot of his clothes. This outfit, this Ali in the back. The back is really more beautiful than the front. So it is an honor. I'm gonna get a whole. Ask his daughter, can I get a whole clothing line of it, where me and her can work together with it. So I really
I would
honor
like
him.
to hear. I would like to hear more of his quotes. You know what I'm saying? Like some of his clips and stuff. You know, probably hash out some of the things that he would say. Because another thing I got from him, Minister, was he talked about Floyd Mayweather before and how Floyd need to walk around with bodyguards and stuff, and how Ali he just walked around by himself. Man, I think that's huge. You know, to be who he is, the greatest ever. Like a lot of great athletes and great entertainers, they always need security. They can't be around the people. But Ali could, and I think that's big. So shout out to Ali
That
again.
said a lot. That
That
said a
says
lot.
a lot. Yes, it does.
That said a lot. We play a lot of Ali tapes. Matter of fact, we play more Ali and Malcolm than anybody. We play a lot of their tapes. Catherine know that's where I'm at. She know it touches the people because the people are they need to be woke up. Our people destroyed for the lack of knowledge. So our people need to know who they are, and what they are. And when you're dealing with Malcolm, you're dealing with Muhammad Ali. Muhammad Ali gonna tell you the truth. And for a man to stand up in 1967 on 515 Rush downtown at the federal building in Houston, Texas, and they told him they wanted to go to Vietnam. He said no. They said, well, go in the back and think about it. He said, I don't have to think about anything. I am not going to fight my Benin brother. He never called me the word after the third word. I'm not saying the word he said. So, no. So, again, he gave up his championship, his paycheck, his money, 3 years, and almost went broke. So the nation had to do what they had to do to help him. And I don't know how it happened, how much money, who extracted what. I don't know. But what I do know, he's prolific with his mouth, his mind, his strength, and his hands. Shh. And his hand. And his hand. So we love him. And like he said, he spoke. Everywhere he went, he was waking up people, waking up people, waking up people, waking up people. And everybody thought George Foreman was going to hurt him. Even his wife, I think he divorced her behind that because she didn't believe in him. So again, he the greatest. And God said his name will be remembered. Ali, Ali, Ali. And there it is. So we'll be playing a bunch of tapes on him till we get to the big league, this league, and wherever else we go, and Malcolm and Martin. Be glad. I think I seen a tape on him. Yeah, I seen a tape on Malcolm and Muhammad Ali, but I mean Martin Luther King. Then I seen one of Honorable Elijah Muhammad and Martin Luther King. That's when they show had to stop him. But before you came on, this the book proved the two brothers that worked with them with the CIA to take his life, and one of them stood with no tie on, and to take his life. The plot to kill King, the truth behind the assassination of Martin Luther King, Dr. William F. Pepper, the former attorney for the King family, the documents, everything in there, and the government had everything to do with it. Same way with Puffy, Biggie, yeah. Same way with Michael Jackson. Used Conrad right here in Acres Home. So again, we dealing with an unjust government. And that's just what it is. But believe me, they coming down. They will not, we had 53, they will not stay up. God has the last word. And God said, what you did to the least of them, you also done unto me. And when we deal with men of this, and I studied him and seen how strong he was, he fought the United States government. And 3 years later, the Supreme Court gave him back his boxing license. We don't know how great he'd have been if them 3 years wasn't taken out of his life, Marcus. That's 3 years of fighting he could have been doing. But again, ladies and gentlemen, when you stand up for God, he'll stand up for you. I know that to be a fact. Walk with God. You ain't got to be perfect, but you can be perfected, and you will be successful. We need to come out of the buffoonery and the foolishness and the racism and build for ourselves and have our own private banks, own credit union, own finance company, own black what's that is black tank. Talk to me.
Hospital,
Shark
anything. But
Tank.
look, this
Shark
is
Tank,
this is
black
one.
Shark Tank. Thank you.
Look, Mister, this one thing I wanna throw out there too, because a couple of years ago, it was MLK 50 in Memphis, Tennessee. I flew out there. I remember I flew out there. I saw John Lewis, who's no longer with us right now.
Right, from New York.
Mr. Good Trouble. Sheila Jackson Lee was out there. All Roland Martin was there. Like it was a lot of the prominent black leaders in the U.S. all in Memphis that particular weekend, and I was there for the MLK 50-year anniversary of his death. So they had like right outside the hotel. You know, they had a whole stage set up and a ceremony. You know, it was like a lot of speakers. It was a big deal. You know, it was a 50-year anniversary of Dr. King's death. And I remember thinking like of how long ago it really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? When you really do the math, it really ain't that long ago. I'm like, dang, they had dogs and stuff, you know, sicking them dogs on us and spraying us with water hoses. And Dr. King was only assassinated a couple years ago. I think about 60 something. You know, at the time it was 50. So I don't know how many years ago that was or what it is now. But it wasn't that long. It was MLK 50 in Memphis, Tennessee. And I remember it like it was yesterday. And you know, again, I sometimes we think history was a long time ago, and history was yesterday.
You
History
own
was
it.
a
Right
minute
now,
ago.
you own it. Since you own it so bad, we're going to bring you
History
right
was
back and
1
let you
minute
finish.
ago.
Hold up. We're going to bring you right back and let you finish. Don't you move. Come on, Catherine.
All righty. Well, thank y'all for hanging out with us tonight for the Johnny Binder Show. Remember, like, subscribe, share, and peace, y'all.
Yeah,